Hey guys, Dr. Corey here, chiropractor, biochemist, and strength conditioning expert. And today's topic is we are going to talk about pooping. All right, an extremely important topic. I say this is one of the top 3 things in order to make sure that we're doing in order to have good health. Elimination is a massive or very important process to make sure we're getting rid of toxins out of the body. We're cleansing ourselves and we have that good elimination. Okay, so a lot of times people struggle with elimination when they start any kind of different nutritional program or they've dealt with it in the past. All right, so a couple things. So what causes it, and then we're going to go into some solutions. So first thing, it's really, one of the biggest causes is nerve based, right? The nervous system. Okay, you have parasympathetics and sympathetics. How I describe this is sympathetics is fight or flight, right? Meaning you are being chased by a tiger all day and you are just running for your life. Okay, so you're in survival mode. The second one would be parasympathetics. Parasympathetics is rest, repair, and digest. All right, and how the body works is you have this thing called homeostasis, right, which is balance. So your body's always moving between stress and rest, stress and rest. Well, a lot of times what happens, especially in our society, right, we're stuck on stress. Okay, we never get that rest, repair, and digest. So we're always being chased by a tiger. And I always say, if you're being chased by a tiger, right, literally, do you think you're going to want to stop and poop? No, right? That's why that peristalsis or that nerve activity, really decreases, and all that focus, the body's focus, goes to running fast, getting up the tree, and staying on high alert. Okay, so that's really what happens with pooping. Okay, so we're stressed out. Also, sometimes too, like when we remove sugar from nutrition, all right, so a lot of people are on more high carb, sugar-based diets. Sugar works as a laxative. So when that comes out, right, so when we pull that, especially in the core nutritional program, when we really win sugar, that sometimes can really exploit, whoa, here's what your digestive tract was working on all the time to keep you regular. So when that comes away, you can then see, if and where it was broken, okay? Second thing would be movement. All right, making sure we're getting enough movement throughout the day. And I think one of the best analogies I always use for movement is like our dogs, right? We let our dogs run, we go for a walk, and what do? They walk, and then finally they poop, okay? And the reason for that is that walking, that rhythmic movement actually helps move those intestines, helps move that peristalsis, and helps move fecal through the tubes, okay? What do we do in our society majority of time? We're sitting more than we've ever have in the past, all right? So that stagnant sitting is leading to the reduction of elimination, okay? So we get out, we gotta get moving, that rhythmic moving, that walking. Third thing would be hydration, okay? So making sure we're staying hydrated. The body is extremely intelligent. It was designed to adapt. It was designed to protect you and allow you to survive. So if you're not getting good hydration in, okay, via foods and or even via just drinking water and your electrolytes, things like that, what happens is, usually the small intestine will pull some fluid in to help it have some viscosity and help it eliminate. Okay, well, when you're dehydrated, you don't dare put it into your small intestine. Your body says, no, I need this to survive. So it pulls it out of the small intestine so that it can get to your cells in your brain so that you can keep your blood pressure and things like that. All right, so that's when it pulls out of that digestive tract, that's when that fecal gets really hard, right? It's little pellets, and it will just kind of stove up. Okay, so make sure we're really drinking water. And then the last one would be solutions, right? So what are some good solutions, Dr. Corey, to help me start eliminating? I haven't eliminated. I'm working on those things that you just described. Like I'm keeping my stress levels low the best I can. I'm walking and I'm drinking plenty of water, okay? And making sure we're getting that fiber in. So the solutions would be, I always say, there's 2 of them that I really like, okay? Let's say you haven't pooped in a little while, meaning 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, okay? At that point, I would say we would bring in a product called Intestinal Cleanse. That product is designed to have some psyllium husk and things like that in there, some good fiber that's viscous, right? It just helps, it's lubricated, but also some herbs to help kind of scrub out maybe possible fecal impaction, like obstructions, and help kind of get those intestines moving, that peristaltic motion moving again. So that product is really good to help get you moving if you've been backed up. And then a maintenance-based product would be magnesium citrate. Okay, some of you maybe have used that for your prep for colonoscopies. But magnesium citrate it works as an osmotic laxative, meaning when you eat magnesium citrate, magnesium is bound to citrate form. That brings fluid into the small intestine. Okay, so that's how all of a sudden you comes flying out when you drink that big bottle of magnesium citrate. Now, keep in mind that bottle is like 1.7 grams. Okay, so it's a big dose. What we recommend in the clinic is going a little more gentle, right? So we just do more powder-based magnesium citrate and dose accordingly. All right, so maybe start at recommended daily allowance, 400 to 500 milligrams. See if that produces a bowel the next day. If it does not, I would work my way up. Okay, and you're working your way up all the way to that 1.67 grams if you have to. And then eventually what I would do is if you get 800 milligrams or more, I would separate those doses morning and evening versus having that feeling of like I'm taking all these pills at night. Okay, and night is a great time because that's when digestion turns on and some of that's that cleaning happens in the body. It's great to make sure it has the building blocks in the evening. But if you're taking a lot, if you're having to move that dosage up because you are high stress and things like that magnesium you'll need more. Okay, so that's when you want to separate those doses. So. And then stay consistent. Even when you bring in that magnesium citrate, make sure your hydration is there, okay? Because it's got to pull fluid. Also in the intestinal cleanse, they say, hey, no longer than 10 days on that intestinal cleanse because of the fact you're pulling so much moisture in the small intestine. It may lead to dehydration, okay? So really focus on, no matter what solution you choose, your hydration is there and you're moving and you're doing these other things upstream to help make sure that we get the results we deserve. So hopefully this helps give you some relief on pooping. Like I said, it's one of those top 3 things that your body needs to have good health, along with like sleep and movement and proper nutrition. But pooping is right there. We have to eliminate, because if we can't eliminate, we're not dumping those toxins out of the body like we need to. Okay, so you become this toxic dump. So get pooping, all right?